So in this video we're going to talk about concentration. So we're talking about solutions. Okay, solutions are made of solutes and solvents. We dissolve the solute into the solvent. The concentration is a measurement of the amount of solute dissolved in a given amount of solvent at a particular temperature. Unfortunately, there's several units of concentration, so we have to kind of learn all of them, and because they're all going to be used for something, and we also need to learn how to convert between them later on. So to start with one that we already know, okay, molarity, which is abbreviated with a capital M. This is going to be moles of solute, okay, divided by liters of solution. So when we've been talking about molarity, we've just been talking about moles over liters. It's going to be really important now to talk about exactly what we're talking about here. So moles of solute, liters of solution. So that is one unit of concentration that we'll practice. Another one are really three of them, and they're percentages. Okay, one is called percent by mass. We write it M over M. Okay, and that is the grams of solute. Okay, so like if we had salt water, that'd be the grams of the salt, divided by the grams of solution. So percentages are parts over whole, right? So grams of solute over grams of solution. The solute is the part, and the solution is the whole. So grams of solute over grams of solution times 100. And that is called percent by mass, and written percent M over M. We also have percent by volume, okay, and we write that V over V. And you can't just write percent. You're going to have to write percent M over M or percent V over V, otherwise people won't know what you're talking about. So this is where we might have solutions that are made of two liquids. So this will be the milliliters of solute, okay, divided by the milliliters of solution. Again, part over whole times 100. All right, and one last one is called percent mass over volume, which is M over V. So you might guess that that's grams of solute, okay, over milliliters of solution times 100. Sometimes this last one is confused with density. Don't confuse it with density, okay? Just because it's grams over milliliter doesn't make it the density. Its density, it would be grams of solute over milliliters of solute. It has to be the same thing, and it's also times 100. We'll use all of these different percentages for different reasons. Most often these percentages are used in biology. And then there's a unit that you may or may not have learned, which is molality. Okay, so not molarity, but molality. So just to annoy you, molality is abbreviated not with a capital M, but a little m. So this is equal to moles of solute, just like molarity. Okay, but now it's going to be divided by kilograms of solvent. It's the only unit of concentration that has solvent on the bottom instead of solution. So moles of solute over kilograms of solvent. And we're going to need to know how to calculate molalities because we're going to use them later in the chapter. And then the one you probably haven't seen yet is mole fraction, which is abbreviated with a chi. That's the same symbol as from electronegativity. So let's say I have a solution of A and B. Okay, it doesn't matter what A and B is. The mole fraction, so mole fraction of A is the moles of A divided by the moles of A plus B, so the total moles. So it looks like a fraction, right? Part over whole. And then if you wanted to, you could also say the mole fraction of B is moles of B over moles of A plus B. So what you're going to do next is practice a few problems where you just calculate some of these concentration units, and then we'll see, what we can do with them.